conifers. And this was overgrown to probably about 10 foot. And it was the general manager, resident manager. We had one guy who was actually
Tell me when you're ready, by the way.
Well, I'm videoing now, so...
Oh, hang on.
chefs, waiters, waitresses, you name it. They're all here, you know, ripping the stuff out. Ripping the stuff out of the ground and doing the work on the place. That's why it took us quite a long time to get going. And then it's, like I said, our first year of really getting the props. And just the stuff like the letters, it's just so nice. The stuff's so good, it's unbelievable.
So how important is the sort of green ethos here that you're clearly farming for the diners' plates?
It's very important. It's very important for the kitchen, but it's the whole hotel. It's everywhere. You know, everywhere we can help or do something to make it, because you know it's a business interest as well. We have to be more sustainable, and also there are cost benefits associated with it. But it's good for our guests as well. They know they can come and stay, and the impact they're having is lessened by the work that we're doing. And it's something they're constantly trying to go forward with.
And you're joining up the dots, so from the kitchen, the waste that you can is basically mulched into feed for the chickens.
Absolutely. So all our vegetable waste is split. If it can go to the chickens, it does. The rest of it gets composted.
But initially there was a problem with the chickens not having the ability to pick up the food. Is that correct?
You know, we're giving them food that was just too big for them, and we had to chop it smaller so they'd actually eat the stuff.
Because they don't have hands.
They don't have hands, and it's a learning experience for everybody. You know, up until recently, the last couple of years, when I went home, my dad grows, and I'd be looking at stuff and thinking, what's that?
Where is this?
In Manchester. My dad's got 2 allotments, and he grows at home as well. But he's done that since I've left home. I'm not grown up with that, if you see what I mean.
I'm surprised.
And you'd look at something, I'd say to him, Dad, what's that? And he couldn't believe that after being a chef for 10 years, I didn't know what it was. So, as much as it's easy to say, oh, it's great for the commis chefs, it's great for the head chef, the sous chefs, everybody, to feed a chicken, to see the eggs, to see how the eggs change as the seasons go by, the chard, the rhubarb, whatever it is coming out of the ground. And I think it also changes their appreciation of what's involved in the process for growers as well.
Totally.
You know? It's very easy to be very demanding on the phone to a supplier, you know, and demanding stuff out of season or whatever.
Yes,
but it's much better when people have got a better idea about it.
And tell me, you're a Roux scholar.
I am, yeah.
How important when you basically moved towards that was the ethos of sustainability and having the kitchen garden?
Yeah, I mean, it's come later. I won the Roux Scholarship in 2005, and I was a sous chef in a one-star restaurant. I moved to another place, and
where was that?
I was working at Ockenham Manor in Cuckfield in West Sussex as a sous chef. I then left, went on to the Goose and Brick Rossalone, which has become quite famous of late, and is now closed.
It has.
Yeah, got the star there, and then I could see the writing on the wall. Thankfully, this job came up, and it's been a home. It's been a new start, really. I was worried at first because the Goose is great, but the sort of sustainability and the bigger picture, rather than just looking what's on the plate, has come from here. I've never really had it in my career before, so it's all new to me, which is great. You know, it's a great thing to be involved with.
And you've had the star now for a year, isn't that right?
2 years.
Last January.
Yeah. So we retained this year. Yeah, which is a big thing for us. You know, and we want to keep on going that way. We're not cooking for the star. We're cooking for our guests at that level. I think the people that come in and dine with us appreciate what we're doing, the work that we're doing to get the food onto their plate. And if we can continue that standard at the start, it's wonderful. We can maybe go forward, but it's very important that we're cooking for the guests, the people that come to stay at the hotel.
And how important is it that your staff are shown exactly what's going on here, your waiting staff, your front of house team, so that they can take this forward, not only from your cooking and your creative touch, but their actual...
Absolutely, it's very, very important. Understanding that the difference between, for example, yesterday, all the sandwiches, we serve a lot of sandwiches in the afternoons, all the sandwiches went out with salad grown in our garden.
Which is why there's no salad here today.
Yeah, why it's bare. But it's important that not everybody cares, not everybody wants to know, and we don't want to force our feelings. You know, people come to the hotel for lots of reasons, whether it be a celebration, something's gone wrong, something bad, something good, whatever.
Well, like today, a 50th.
Absolutely,
the same
an
party that
anniversary.
had a ruby here as well, I understand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, yes.
Oh, it's fantastic to be able to do that. But the people who do want to know, it's great that we can impart that knowledge, because they love it. They love to know, and they can wander up and see the stuff growing and see it's not a PR project. It's genuine. It's wanting to serve better produce to the guests.
One thing I've noticed that's clearly missing, though, Where's the vineyard?
Yeah, I've no idea. I don't know. Maybe it's a project for the future.